missed the topic, missed the whole anti-fur thing. It went over my head, and I was persecuted for it. Me up. I was persecuted.
Without further ado, the woman of the hour, let's give it up for America's Next Top Model. Let's give it up for America's Next Top Model Cycle 8 contestant, Kathleen. Hi!
Hi, guys.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you. You look amazing yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, before we jump into this, I was watching Cycle 8 not too long ago because I was preparing for my chat with Jaslene, which by the time you guys watch this is out on my YouTube channel. Yeah, she was pretty dope. But in watching it for her, of course, I was softly preparing for you in hopes that we would talk, and here we are now. But I remember in your chat to Tyra when you first walked into the audition room, you said that you did hair. Excuse me, you still do it, right? Excuse me. Do you sell bundles? Are those your bundles?
I sell bundles. So if you're on my Instagram, there's a link that you can click. It takes you straight to my hair page. And yes, these are my bundles. Best bundles in Brooklyn, best blonde hair in the world. Not to toot my own horn, but toot toot. I have an amazing vendor for my ladies. Love to wear blonde hair. I even like took my own breath away. The blonde hair is just amazing. So if you guys love to wear blonde hair, if you're a blonde hair girl, please click the link in my Instagram and just follow the page and also, purchase your hair.
Listen, if you're looking for any hair models, let me know.
Yes, of course.
How many inches do you go up to?
I love 30. I'm a 30-inch girl, 40-inch girl. Yeah, I'm
I've
tall.
I've never done 40 inches. I want to do, but somebody told me if I did, I just would have to stand. Like I couldn't. It wouldn't be functional.
It's functional because you gotta wear the hair. Don't let the hair wear you.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I'm so excited to talk to you right now. Listen, how does it feel to be a part of a TV show that is still so relevant today in media and pop culture?
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's something, when everyone asks me, how was my experience and how do I feel about it, I always tell them I wouldn't change anything for the world. I wouldn't take it back. It was such a learning experience. And the fact that it's still relevant today is just amazing. Amazing.
Do people still recognize you from the show?
Well, funny you asked. No, but they recognize my voice.
Your voice is very unique and
I never
distinct.
knew I had a unique voice until the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously I don't look the same. This was so many years ago. I was 20 years old. People would be like, "Oh my god, I know that voice from somewhere."
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. So take us back to how many years ago is it for you now?
oh my god, over 15 years ago.
Girl, you look good. Can can you stand up? Can we see you? Like I just want the people to see.
Oh my god, I'm at my shop. I literally have like no shoes on.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Your shop is beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. This is my salon. Thank you.
I think you get the award for the best background. What y'all think down there watching? I think this is the best background we've ever seen. This is like this whole picture, this mise en scène is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Take us back to 15 years ago. What made you audition for America's Next Top Model? Yes, go back, take us back. Top Model is in its 8th season. It's definitely a worldwide phenomenon at this point. What made you you said you were 20, it means you were 19, 20 when you were auditioning. What made you want to do it?
I was just always told as a child, like, oh my God, you're so tall, you should play basketball. But I'm a girly girl. I'm not playing ball. And on top of it, all the girls in my school that were tall and playing basketball, you know, it just wasn't my thing. I'm girly. Basketball is not my thing unless I'm dating a basketball player. But
Alley hoop.
right. So
Mm.
I was just like, you know what? Everyone tells me I should play ball, but I'm not, into sports like that. Or they would say you should model, you should model, you should model. Because I was super skinny, lanky, so tall, no shape, just like a stick figure. So eventually, because everyone used to tell me I should be a model, I was like, you know what? One day I saw the article. I saw it somewhere, or a friend of mine told me, and she was like, you should go audition. So I just took the chance and I went.
Nice. So you were really
Macy's Herald Square, and it
Mhm.
was so many beautiful women. That day, it was like women around, lines up around the corner,
Mhm.
around the corner. Thousands of women came out, and I went alone. And I was just so focused. I was like, you know what? I'm here to do it. I'm gonna do what I have to do.
What do you think it was that put you over to go as far as you did to, being one of the finalists we saw on TV? I'm pretty sure it was your personality.
No, well, listen. So they tell you, they always tell you what's gonna make you stand out. Out of all these women, what's gonna make you stand out? What's gonna make you stand out? And I said to myself, this lady keeps one of the producers, I guess, she kept on repeating the same thing over and over. And
Mhm.
everyone here is beautiful. Like I said, it was thousands of beautiful women. Everyone here is beautiful. What's gonna make you stand out? I said, you know what? I need to give them a little extra umph. Because every time someone went ahead of me, they were the producers, you could see they were at like a table. And they looked so unhappy with everyone.
I bet they were.
Yeah, they were like, what's gonna make you stand out? We see thousands of girls. So
Mhm.
I said to myself, let me show them that I have personality.
Yeah.
And sometimes yeah, I'm standing in front of a bunch of strangers, but sometimes you got to come out of character a little bit. Like, okay, you want to see personality? I got it.
So are you saying the version of you we saw on television was a deliberate of who you naturally were?
Yes, hell yes. I went there with like tunnel vision. I'm gonna make it on the show, and that's that. I'm not getting sent back home. So,
So okay, and I'm pretty sure you've heard this a lot. So the show tried to make you, appear as if you were just this ditzy,
right.
kind of blonde type of girl. I mean, but clearly you have a whole business and you look beautiful. So, girl, you know something. Are you saying that aspect was something that you were deliberately doing?
I wasn't deliberately doing it, but I think they did highlight certain things that I didn't know at the time. I never left my hometown. I never left Brooklyn, and I think what made me look that way was the fact that I didn't know what PETA was. I mean, at 19 years old, out of high school, I know nothing about furs. I can't afford a fur, so
Mhm.
now I can. So
I know that's right. You can afford a couple of hers
a couple of furs.
and
So
the purse to match.
cultured 19-year-old out of her hometown, and you say, "Oh, who's PETA?" And I'm like, "Is that a person?
It's a piece of bread.
Who the fuck is Peter?"
Thomas.
I Peter, and they just highlighted that the
hmm
time.
What was the onboarding process like for you? So, of course, we know there is the in-person auditions, but there are other things that take place, such as evaluations, tests, psych evals. What do you remember about that whole process?
Oh my God, I tell like the people closest to me. I'm so happy you bring this up because I tell the people closest to me, like, we're taking these intense tests. Do you see people? If somebody bothers you, do you want to hurt them? Do you want to kill someone that frustrates you? And at the time, I'm just like, what am I getting myself into? Why
hmm
are questions so and this is like 100 questions, 200 questions. This is like booklets of questions. Some people did not get past that, and some people did, because you have to be sane to make it onto the show. If someone pushes you, bothers you, touches your belongings, how do you react? And it's kind of like, okay, I know what you guys are looking for. I know the right answers to get by. So
Listen, when I was going through my audition process for The Circle, that's on Netflix, we had the same exact test. They're
really,
still using it, girl. Yes,
no way.
they're still using it. It was like, do you see people? Um, Do you want to hurt people? Do you want to hurt yourself? Do you talk to yourself? Do you see things in the dark? It was just some of the craziest questions. And I was like, the girls from Top Model, this is exactly what they were talking about.
We're like 20 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old. And I was just like, what am I getting myself into? I just wanted to model. That's all
Yeah.
to model.
Well, clearly you passed.
Oh,
And you moved on into the competition to the point where we see you guys trying to make it into the house. How was those first couple of days being on the grounds with the production team filming for the show?
amazing.
I know
Amazing.
that's right.
So I'm from Brooklyn, New York,
Hmm.
if you know, and leaving my hometown, getting on that plane, landing in LAX, it was just kind of like, ooh, I'm in the lands of luxury.
Yeah.
It was amazing. They treated us like, superstars.
Hmm.
Down to they gave us alias names if we checked into. I was checking into nice hotels. They made it rough for us in the beginning. We did have to do boot camp. That was part of my show. But after that, it was just like nice luxury hotels. It was amazing.
Do you remember your alias?
No, but they kept it KD. If I could remember, they kept it maybe like Karen Davis or
Hmm.
something like that.
How was boot camp for you? I spoke to Dion, who again we will always celebrate. She was my very first top model girl I ever spoke to.
Really, she's so sweet.
She was very sweet. She was my first one, and we also spoke to Sarah Vaughn, Brittany, Jaslene, and now you.
Oh my God, I shared a hotel room with Brittany.
Hmm. How was the boot camp with you?
So
For you, excuse me.
at first we were like, all the girls were like, I did not sign up for this. Like they're giving us, I think the food that they give, the dry food that they, it's in a bag and they give it to like the army men. And we were just like, what the hell is this? It was bad.
Hmm.
Bunk beds. It was no shower, no mirrors. It was just intense. It was very not luxurious. It was just like you're in the army.
I loved how in the first episode we were kind of viewing the entire process. I feel like through your eyes, like anytime we were not in the judges room, we were in the holding room and you were a part of what was going on. My favorite moment of you, and it's so innocent and sweet when you were like
So young, and my mom kept me so sheltered. I was super young, so
the part when you were trying to show your boob. Well, I don't think you were trying to show your actual boobs. I think you were trying to show your boobs through your bra or maybe your shirt, but you didn't know that behind it your boobs were spilled. Oh my god, it's
oh,
such TV gold.
oh my god, that was such a blooper. Like I didn't expect that to happen. I don't even know what the conversation was. I was just like, I don't even know what the topic was, but it was a TV blooper that they kept. It was a
what
natural moment that they kept.
What do you remember about those days while you guys were trying to get into the house? It was a lot of stuff going on. I'll just jog your memory if you don't remember. Natasha was, making people upset. Renee
Wait, how is
was
Tasha making people upset?
Natasha was like kind of like inserting herself in conversations.
She spoke very little English.
Uh-huh. Right.
I remember that. Beautiful girl.
Yeah, she was very beautiful. Oh, but do you remember anything else about those days while you were there?
The early days, I mean, the thing is, like I said again, they would make us stay mute for hours. Hours. No phone, no TV, no, you cannot communicate with your loved ones for hours, for weeks, for months. Um, there was a time where we would just sit in silence. So when we did get a chance to talk, everything was filmed. So when we're sitting in silence, you're not filming.
Right.
So you get a chance to communicate with, everyone else, with, each other. Um, that's when they would film. So of course, we're sitting in silence for hours. So if you have an issue with someone, it's gonna come out. So
Right.
was outspoken from the jump, from when I met her at the boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
So she was very outspoken. Her English wasn't that great, but what I remember is when the cameras would go on, she had a lot to say, and she
Mm-hmm.
stands up for herself. And I think it's because of the language barrier, she came off so harsh.
Yeah. Yeah. Who didn't come off as harsh, I feel like, was you, because every time they showed you, you were like, I really want this. I know I'm new to this, but I really want this. Did you really want it because you wanted to win the competition, or you wanted to be on TV show, or you just wanted to get something out of it? What were you thinking? What do you remember about your mindset during that time? And what was the motivation behind us saying, I really want this, I really want to make it?
Well, my mindset at the time, what I could remember is just, being a young girl from Brooklyn trying to make it, trying to
Mm-hmm.
make it to the big screen, trying to make it hood. I'm not from the hood, but just trying to make it to television. That was
Mm-hmm.
a big deal. America's Next Top Model was the biggest thing out at that time. So it was an
So
opportunity to just make it.
yeah. We see you in front of the judges. You come in with so much energy, and you kept complimenting Tyra Banks, saying, "Oh my God, you're so pretty." They asked you about your hair. You're like, "Girl, no, this is something else, but I do hair." Tyra, you're so pretty. What do you remember about meeting not only Tyra but Mr. and Miss J?
Oh my God. They were just so intense. They were so stoic because I'm pretty sure, I mean, they did this so many seasons ago, and this is like what, their eighth show or their 13th cycle. Um,
8.
yes, they were so I don't even remember when I was on there, but they were so stoic. And all I could think to myself are like, these people are just like, why are you here? Who are you? And we need to remember who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to me, I just felt like they were there to work. They weren't there to be friends with us. They were there to work. And oh my God, Mrs. J, she was just savage.
Really?
Walk. Oh, honey, you don't know how to walk. Savage, savage.
What was your impression of Tyra?
Tyra from the jump, I feel like, I feel like I could read people. I think Tyra was giving, this is a business. I'm not here to laugh with anyone. I'm at work. And that's the first impression I got from her. And I was just like, okay, stay in your place, Kathy. Do what they.
Right.
And that's what she gave off. She gave off that she's at work just as the same way that we're at work. She's at work,
And you better clock in.
right? Because there were scenes where they'll be like, okay, we're gonna have a model come in and stand where Tyra's supposed to. Let's not forget this is television. Television
Yeah.
reality. So
It's
even
not.
reality, it's not reality, guys.
It's not, y'all.
Right. So
This is reality right here. What's going on right now is reality.
so we see the as models, we see the behind the scenes. So how could you not think that this is all stage? They would have someone come stand into where Ty was gonna stand to check the lighting and to check whatever, and then they'll be like, okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, girls, come out. Tyra, stand where you're supposed to stand. She's working. She's working as well as we're working.
Wow. I
Right.
love how I love how much you're remembering about the people, which makes this the perfect time to jump into one of the people's favorite segments. And me doing this is called ANTM Roll Call, Top Model Roll Call, where I name everyone who was on your cycle, both the cast as well as the other on-screen talent. And you're gonna tell me the first thing that comes to your brain when I say their name. Are you ready?
Oh shit. Okay. Oh my God.
Oh, the first name is Samantha.
Samantha Blonde. Oh no, Samantha. That was the roommate that got kicked out after me. Love her from Alabama, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got some things to say, but not on live.
What you gotta say? What? No, you can't do that. You can't.
Yeah. No, I mean I had to share a room with her, so I learned some things. But child, we love her some Samantha. She's innocent.
Um, why did she get kicked off so early?
I have no idea, but Why did I or why did Samantha?
No, why did she? No, we gonna get to you after we move all these other people out the way.
I wouldn't know because I left before her.
Everyone's gonna be so upset with you with this child, and you can't tell us. All right, I'm not gonna push it. Moving on. To Cassandra.
Oh my God, Cassandra! I loved her so much.
Mm-hmm.
Very church girl, very soft spoken, very slim. Ate apples and bananas all day long. Like really wanted to be a model. Vaseline the skin before going to sleep. Amazing girl, but she was really dedicated to being a model.
Yeah.
I'm not that girl. I eat
What you be eating?
everything. I'm Haitian, so you know I eat.
Come on, sapase.
Sac passe, D la pois, all of that good stuff.
Yes. One of my favorite teachers from high school. Shout out to Miss Marie Dupreval, who is now the vice president. You know that's a Haitian last name, Dupreval.
Whatever is a Haitian last name.
But she is the vice president of my high school down in Fort Lauderdale, Boyd H. Anderson High School, where I was the SGA president and homecoming king. Just want to throw that out there, as well as an IB student. Anyways, she was she was my IB. No, she was my SGA advisor, and she was so funny. Like she was like our mom. And anytime I would do something alarming or like out of pocket, she'd be like, "Kisa, Kisa."
Wait, what's your nationality?
As far as I know, I'm Black American.
Okay, yes.
Tell the people what Kisa means.
Kisa means what?
She's like, Kisa, Kisa, what? Always be so funny. Shout out to Super Bowl. I know she's watching. Love you, girl. Always. Next on the list is Felicia Provost.
Felicia. Oh my God. Oh my God. She looked like Tyra. Baby Tyra. That's what we used to call her. Beautiful girl.
Beautiful. Very extreme. Where is she?
I don't know. A little ratchet, but beautiful girl.
She was ratchet.
Little bit. Blonde hair.
Mm-hmm. Next on the list is Diana.
Oh, she was they labeled her as the overweight girl. Not overweight. Oh God, what am I saying? The overweight girl. The plus size model.
There we go.
Nice.
No, she was small.
She was small. They're crazy. One thing about America's Next Top Model, and I looking back, if you're not confident at a young age, do not join that show. You need to be super confident.
Mm-hmm.
Have super thick skin.
Next on the list is Sarah.
Sarah Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Vaughn had the pixie short hair. She was giving she was super cute. She looked like a
Next on the list is Whitney.
Whitney, black girl. She was wearing heavy makeup back then. Whitney was cute. Whitney was cool. Yeah, nothing, no highlights.
Okay.
Size as well.
Yeah, she was considered a plus size model. First time in top model history, 2 plus size girls.
How to beat her face at such a young age.
Yeah. Um I love how just like innocent you are. Like it's just so you're saying like these wonderful sound bites, but it's just I know you have no ill intentions at all, but it's just so amazing to experience.
This is what I remember about them.
I can tell. I love it. Next on the list is JL.
I think JL passed away.
Yeah, she did pass away of cancer, I believe.
Loved her. Oh my God, that was my soul sister.
Really?
Free spirited. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a shit. She's like that girl. I guess she was on drugs. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But she was just so free spirited.
Yeah, and we've spoken about it, on over here, and it's of course on the internet for those of you who want to see and do your own homework. But she did have an experience, but that was not the end of her experience. She did get herself back on the right track, and she cleaned herself up, was leading a normal life, and unfortunately, I believe. Sometimes my memory be messing with me, but I think it was cancer, breast cancer,
Yeah.
that she eventually succumbed to. So
That was somebody that stood out to me. She was just amazing. She welcomed me with open arms, and like I said, I think she was my spirit animal. Like, I love her.
What's a fun story about her that you remember?
Oh God, I don't even remember. It was so long ago, but I think when I had showed my titties, she was right there, like telling me a story about her family. But she's just so cool, so cool,
Hmm.
down to earth girl.
Next on the list is Brittany.
Oh God, I think that's who is Brittany? What does she look like?
Brittany was
Oh,
skinny, kind of palish,
hair,
short hair,
reddish kind of color hair.
reddish. Yep.
Right, Brittany was very blah, blah for Brittany.
Okay. I love the honesty.
I don't have it. I don't recall. She was very country, if I can recall, and me and her didn't connect like that.
Did you guys have any run-ins?
No, it's just Brittany. She was there.
Okay. Next on the list is Dion. Hula Hey Brown.
Black sister. Let me. Dion was cool. Dion was very down to earth, very mature. I remember
Mm-hmm.
super mature for her age. I think she had contacts in at the time.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, she wore contacts. Yeah, but very mature for her age.
Next on the list is Renee Alway.
Oh my God, refresh my memory. Renee.
Renee was blonde girl, had a baby. She was kind of mean. In the beginning, kind of.
Renee was such a mean girl. Renee, oh my God, I everyone loves me. I love everyone, and I stayed out of trouble. But Renee was getting into it with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with Renee?
You don't know what happened to Renee?
Oh,
Okay. Just as information, it's not me being shady. She asked me, so I'm gonna tell her. So, child, Renee tried to model. After the show, couldn't really get into it. Eventually led a life of drugs and crime. Girl, she robbed. She was out in California, from what I can remember.
no.
She robbed somebody. I think it was a gun involved or something like that. She went to jail. She got out, and now she's back in. So we gonna pray that Mama, I don't know what she's in for or what she's doing, but we're gonna pray Mama gets out.
Interview with her while she's in jail? Because I think you could do that.
Maybe I don't want to go through all them ropes. That's too much. I don't want to. I don't even know what that kind of clearance will look like. Okay, no, let her wait. She can wait. I can wait.
Delvey. It's giving Anna Delvey.
It's what
It's giving Anna Delvey. Have you seen that show?
on Netflix.
Yes.
Isn't isn't Anna Delvey when she was like this Russian, no, like this European girl who was scamming? No, I don't think Renee was doing like that. I think Renee was knucking if you bucking. Like, bitch, come outside, click clack, gang gang. Like, I think it was that type of rodeo.
It gives you a taste of luxury, the luxurious lifestyle. Because let's not forget, they take you to LA, put you in nice hotels. They give you a taste of being up in the hills, partying with the. We met so many people. I met 50 Cent, Tia and Tamara Mowry. We met Nia Long, I think, was there. We meet so many celebrities. Jermaine Dupri, so many celebrities, and then they just take it away from you.
You're referring to that part.
Good after you showed me all of this.
Yeah, but I mean, it's something you got to work for. And I don't want to this me saying that isn't critiquing her journey because I don't know the lady. I don't know what she went through or what the hell is going on in my throat, Tyra. I'll bind you, bitch. Get the fuck out of my girl. Ever since I've been talking about this, something has just been like choking me.
Tyra, get away.
Tyra, get out my throat, bitch.
Tyra's innocent, guys.
What'd you say?
Tyra's innocent.
Ooh, okay, we're gonna get to Tyra. Um, the party that you're referring to the party that you guys went to, like right before you guys went into the house, right?
Yes.
Were you there after you got eliminated? Like, I know.
Yes. After they were still teasing me, teasing me.
Did you participate in any other photo shoots?
I did the first photo shoot. Yeah, I did the first one with the fur, and that was about it. The main photo shoot, yeah.
But you never participated in any other photo shoots after the first one. But are you saying?
One and only main photo shoot. And they were like, bitch, you're trash. Go home.
But are you saying that they kept you around as a decoy?
Well, after they kick you off, they don't just send you back home. They keep you in LA. What behind
Mm-hmm.
the scenes, they don't send you back home. They keep you in LA. And I was experiencing certain things that the girls that were still on the show was experiencing. I was still experiencing it.
Like what?
Like a fuck, it was a tease. Going to the party in LA, watching them do runway shows. Yeah, like you kicked me off, send me home. Nope, I had to stick around and actually go to certain places where the girls were still doing activities and doing certain things. Yeah.
Did you see when JL got pushed in the pool?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't remember if I did see it.
Oh.
It was just a bunch of young girls just like having so much fun. Like, oh my God, we're staying in this big ass house. Oh my God, we made it on the show. It was just a lot for a bunch of 20-year-olds to, entail.
We spoke about her earlier. But is there anything additional you would like to add to Natasha?
Oh, Natasha. I mean, she barely spoke good English, but she was a sweet girl. I don't want anyone to think that she was, some type of terrible person. She was a very sweet girl. I think me and Natasha connected very early on during
Mm-hmm.
and she was just a sweet girl. And like I said before, it's a television show where producers are telling you need to stand out. So if anyone has like an image or a personality that they're portraying on the show, it's because we had no choice
Mm-hmm.
but to show something to keep us on the show.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. That's a good point. To
Yeah.
keep in the front of the brain.
Guys
Uh,
would tell you sit in silence, and they would say when the cameras are going on, girls, we need to see it. Girls, stand out. Girl, they reiterated that all the time. What's going to make you stand out?
Next on the list is the winner of Cycle 8, Jaslene.
Oh, Jaslene, I love her.
Anything else you want to add?
Jaslene won. I don't want to say she didn't deserve it. I don't know her journey, but what I do know is that she was on the previous cycle, didn't make it to the house, but came back to audition and made it to my house, the one that I was in. Not my house, obviously.
No, I love it. I love it. Um, has anyone ever told you that you look like no, don't do that. She was on College Hill, but now she's a Real Housewife of Dubai.
My girl? Don't say my girl.
Milan, but she got what's her other name?
Uh,
Who?
is it Lisa Milan?
Lisa Milan. You look like Lisa.
Can I tell you, me and my sister, we're like obsessed with that bitch. Obsessed. Lisa, if you see this, we're obsessed with you, girl. Obsessed. Keep doing your thing. We love you.
I
Literally, my sister will see her picture and be like, oh my God, Lisa's trying to be like me. Like, that's how much we love Lisa.
I met her backstage at BravoCon last year, and she is Mama. Yeah, Mama
She is
was so
not-
pulled.
I love her so much.
Yeah, I could just smell the money. Like I could just
Oh, but let's not forget how sweet and classy she is.
very classy.
Very classy. I live for Lisa.
Moving on to some more folks. What are your thoughts on Jay Manuel?
Oh, Jay Manuel. He's super cute. All
Mhm.
you get from him is like, I look good. His personality is very nice. He was a very nice person. He's nicer than Mr. J. But he also like I look at
No, no. That's what we talk about, Mr. J.
oh, we talking about Mr. J.
Yeah, the you guys' is photo shoot director.
Oh, Mr. J.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm confused.
Mr. J was the one with the pixie cut.
Oh, Jay Manuel.
Yeah,
He had a wife because he was so handsome.
no, Jay Manuel ain't got no.
Really? No, I'm confused. about Okay,
J.
so there's Mr. J and there's Mrs. J.
Mrs. J was the runway diva coach who sat on the panel.
Right.
Mr. J was the other guy who
Right.
was at the photo shoot.
Yes, he's very handsome.
He didn't have no wife, baby. Believe me.
No, but Nigel, I'm talking about Nigel. I'm sorry. Had a wife.
I love it. Okay, let's start with Mr. J.
Okay. So Mr. J was the one that, he always was beat to the gods. Super cute. He was friendly. He was super nice. I have nothing negative to say about him. He was a very nice guy, yeah. But always was snatched, face snatched. I think he got a nose job at the time. Yeah, that was years ago. He was been on to the nose jobs. Face beat to the gods. Hair was always in place. But he was a super nice guy.
Do you remember Sutan?
Is that the hairstylist?
Makeup artist.
Yes, with the long black hair, but it was his real hair.
Mm-hmm.
He was beautiful, but he was a diva.
Was he now? Tell us more.
Well, I think he did hair, and he had people working with him, but he was like the head stylist. From what I recall, it's like being a black girl with natural hair at the time. I just remember before I did my first photo shoot, I just remember it was like a whole thing, like how are we gonna do her hair, or like her hair is not. I just felt so insecure at that time because I just felt like they didn't know what to do with my natural hair. I had a whole afro, and it was like my hair was giving them problems because it wasn't pin straight. And I could just feel it from their energy. And I'm just a model. I'm there to just shut up, sit down, and let them work on what they're working on. But I remember it being a topic like, what do we do with her? Or what do we do with this type of hair? And that made me feel like, it made me sink into like my shell. Like, all right.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Next on the list.
When I went on Afro. So I don't know. And
did you know that he later was a contestant on Drag Race and won?
Good for him.
He's like a Drag Race icon. Like
really, he was beautiful. When I saw him, I was like, oh my god, he's beautiful. Long, beautiful jet black hair. Face was just snatched. He was gorgeous.
Yeah. Next on the list is Twiggy. You don't remember the only white woman that was on the panel? She sat on the far right and she had a British accent.
Oh my god, Twiggy. Twiggy was just Twiggy. Twiggy was just there. I don't remember her personality, quite frankly.
Next on the list is J. Alexander, Miss J.
Oh, Miss J was just, oh my god, vicious.
How vicious was she?
Vicious, like, you don't know how to walk. You're not doing it right. That's not the walk. I'm that girl. I'm that bitch, and you guys gotta walk better than that. Yeah, very vicious. From what I saw,
you couldn't take it.
But it was funny. It wasn't vicious like mean. It was very funny. Right.
This is so much fun.
Extra AF. Oh my god. Wore heels all the time. What? Extravagant clothing at the panel. Just super extra.
What do you remember about Nigel Barker?
Oh my god, super, like, I'm here to work. Super, like, he had some type of accent. Oh my god, I can't even recall.
British,
right.
English.
Right, British, like some type of accent, and very like, girls, I'm here to work, and like, very stoic and just here to do his job. I think everyone was there to collect a check, if you ask me.
I would hope so. Nobody was over there volunteering.
Right. I think they were just there like, oh, you want me to play this character? This is who I'm going to be.
And last but not least, anything else you want to add to Tyra? I know you said earlier that Tyra is innocent. What do you mean by that?
So I do see a lot of people blame Tyra all the time, like, oh, Tyra this, Tyra that. But when I first met Tyra, I just got the energy from her, like, I'm here to work too, bitch. Like, I'm here to collect the check too. So I feel like, yes, this is, ANTM, Tyra Banks produced it and stuff, but let's not forget, I think we met the actual producer, Ken
Ken
Mok.
Mok? Uh-huh.
Yeah. We were in the office with him, and it's kind of like, okay, Tyra's the face of the show, but we're not about to just blame her for everything. I think her head of someone above her was Ken Mok. When it came down to business, that's who was talking to us. Hey, you're not supposed to tell anyone that you're going to be on the show. Hey, you can get sued if you tell anyone you're going to be on the show. Hey, you can't have any communication with anyone about the show. So Ken Mok was who came out and told us the real deal, the raw, information about the legal actions and stuff like that concerning the show. So I feel like everyone like throws stones at Tyra, and I feel like sis was there to collect the check. The same way we were there to, work and do what we had to do.
How do you feel about the production company and people like Kim Mok who ran the show?
I do feel like they could have been a little bit more, I don't want to say maybe sensitive towards the girls, because we were young women pulling us out of our hometowns. A lot of us came from small hometowns, Alabama. A lot of us were super young, 19, 20. To me, you're still a kid. You still don't know what this world is, and they just kind of didn't protect us as much as they could, or explain to us what we're getting ourselves into. It's as an adult I could look back and say, hey, if I was doing this again, I would have told someone like, okay, you're young, you get what I'm saying, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
millions of people, watch what you say. I did feel like they used us as puppets because we were.
Wow.
Yeah, you take a group of young women and you tell them, hey, when the cameras are off, you cannot speak. When the cameras go on, that's your chance to say what you have to say. We're puppets at this point. You take our phones away, you take our human connections away. We can't call our parents, we can't call our family members. You kick If we get kicked off the show, we get locked in like a hotel room in LA. It's just a lot for a young woman to experience.
Thank you for that. Wow. Thank you for that. How do you look back on that? Like, because there's a lot of discussions now from a lot of girls that are kind of bitter from it. And of course, there are a lot of girls who are indifferent and a lot of girls who don't share that same experience. Are you bitter by that? Jaded in any way? How do you reconcile it?
I'm very optimistic, and I would never be bitter for it. Like I said, it was a learning experience for me. I would never be bitter about it.
Hmm.
You learn from things, even bad experiences. As an adult, I learned from bad experiences and I become better from it. I
Yeah.
use the negativity to fuel me. Even when I first got kicked off, we were supposed to do all these interviews, even like the news reporters. They lined up so many interviews for us. And I remember saying to one of the news reporters, she was like, how do you feel about leaving the show, blah blah blah. And I was just like, well, this is not the end of me. I'm gonna become I think I said I want to open up a restaurant. It was a stepping stone. It wasn't the
Yeah.
be all. Use that negativity, you leaving the show, you being kicked off the show, as fuel for your.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Um, let's talk about your time on the show. Even though short, very, very iconic. Let's start on something a little smaller. Let's talk about that runway challenge you guys had at the Goodwill. Do you remember that where you guys had to make your own outfit? What do you remember about that?
I think I did a damn good job.
I know that's right.
Yes. For someone that's never walked a fashion show, that doesn't know the roles, the rules, I think I did a damn good job.
So you guys go from there and you participate in your first photo shoot, which the theme is political views, and you are given anti-fur.
Right.
Walk us through that day.
OMG. I was just kind of like, okay, this is my first major photo shoot. I was nervous as AF, super nervous. And they were just like feeding me this concept, feeding me anti fur, anti fur, anti fur. And I'm like, what? What the fuck? Like, I've never even had a fur before. Like, what the fuck is anti fur? I know what a fur is, but when you tell me anti fur, I'm like, okay, I'm not supposed to like it. So therefore, am I the one that's supposed to be upset in the picture? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I grasp. And when you tell me anti fur, I'm like, okay, so I'm against fur. So when I do the photo shoot, I'm supposed to be upset, but that wasn't it. So I completely missed the topic, missed the whole anti fur thing. It went over my head, and I was persecuted for it. Me up. I was persecuted.
What do you remember about being on set and Nigel as well as Mr. J trying to coach you through getting a good shot? You know, they were telling you interact with the set, do this, do that, but
I mean, bad, bad communication. That's all I could say.
o-
Terrible communication.
on their end,
On their end, yes. Yes. I had no idea what the fuck they were saying. Do you want me to look beautiful and happy, or do you want me to look mad and angry? Let's keep it simple.
um after that photo shoot, did you think you were going home?
No, I had no idea.
What did you honestly think was going to happen?
I had no idea. I was just in there living my best life. Like, oh, free everything. We going to, like, we were just doing the most. And I'm just like, you know what? I didn't even think of it as a competition until that day when they sent me home. I was just having a good time,
I know
truthfully.
that's right.
I
I
really,
know that's right.
but after I saw, their faces at the photo shoot, I was like, ooh, I don't think I did too well. I don't think they're happy with me.
So let's talk about panel. Before we get to the judges' critiques of you, what do you remember about your first and only panel? Of course, people in the past have told us panels are long. You know, there's a lot of standing. What do you remember?
I do remember it's long. I do remember there's a lot of standing. It's intense AF, but at the time, my memory was just kind of like I never foreseen that I was going home. I
Mhm.
was just like, okay, I'm gonna ride this till the wheels fall off, and I just thought it would be like a longer journey for me. I've never foreseen that I was going home.
So you get called down by Tower to get evaluated by the judges. Your picture comes up, and as you just said, the persecution begins. What do you remember
I had
about their response to your photo?
their remarks. I was just so sad. I was so sad. Oh my God. If they could shoot me with a bullet, I was just so sad. It was just so much judgment, so much critique, so much like you didn't grasp the concept, you didn't understand. Da, 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 da. I was just so sad. I was shocked. Like, why are they talking to me like this?
Do you honestly believe that photo that got shown was your best photo?
No.
What make you say that?
I feel like it's reality TV. I do feel like everything is staged, believe it or not.
Mhm.
I just feel like why I feel like it was staged. I don't think if I had did any better or if the photo was amazing. I feel like they already know the ending before it even happens.
Mhm.
Why not make the short girl, Jaslene, the short girl that auditioned prior last season? Why not make her win this season? She has a story. I think she was in a what is it called, domestic violence situation. Why not make her win? You get what I'm saying? Because she could talk to a whole other and bring a whole other form of awareness to women in domestic violence.
Mhm.
I just feel like everything is already planned out. Reality TV is not reality. I'm 5'10" with super long legs. She's 5'8", Spanish girl. We don't see her on the runway. Let's be real. In
Mhm.
reality, 5'8" girls on a runway? No, 5'10" and up. So this is television. This is not reality.
Mm-hmm. And so you feel like, trying to make a show really played into,
Of course,
how the show went and you ultimately going home.
having a storyline. She attempted the first time. She didn't get it, but she didn't quit. She went again. It's a storyline.
Yeah. What was going on in your head once you went backstage and the judges were deliberating? Were you like, bitch, I'm finna go home? You,
No,
s- who did you think was gonna go home?
not me.
I know
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm very optimistic. Like I said, I don't think negative at all.
Do you remember watching the show and seeing what the judges said in their private deliberation about you?
No, I don't remember. I don't like to focus on negativity. It's their Lord.
I know that's right.
It is.
So you come back and eventually you are sent home. How did you feel in that moment?
Oh, I was so sad. I was so it caught me off guard,
Hmm.
but I just kept on going because it is a show. So when you do get sent home, there's someone right there behind the curtains to lead you which way to go. So it is kind of like everything is planned out. I was super emotional. I remember crying. And the minute you get kicked off, the next day, or I think the same day, you're sitting in front of a therapist.
Hmm. Just to make sure you okay.
Make sure you're okay, Kathleen. How do you feel? Blah, blah, blah. And that's when it hit me like, okay, bitch, this is a real competition. Like, stop playing. All jokes aside, this is a real competition because you get sidetracked because they're giving you all these things, free gifts, free clothes, free experiences, and you get sidetracked and you're having fun with these girls, but reality is it's a competition. But I do feel like people go home regardless of whether you're amazing or amazing model or whether you're a poor model. I don't think it has anything to do with, you know, the pictures and come on, you take a bunch of pictures of someone and you go for the worst picture to say, "Hey, you didn't do that well in this photo."
Right.
Right.
Um, you spoke about it earlier. You stay for a little bit, but it seems like you eventually did go home. Any favorite moments, excuse me, while you were being sequestered after your elimination?
I do appreciate the fact that they didn't send me straight back on a plane. They do send you back to LA in like a hotel. They give you like a chaperone and you get to explore the city.
Hmm.
So that was amazing for me.
I want to get into this Sarah tea. What was Sarah doing in that room? But you ain't gonna tell me. I ain't gonna.
Shot off the freaking cameras. You know, Sarah is not this. So Sarah, we had different like routines.
Oh, child. Okay.
Hygiene. It was hygiene related things that I've learned, and I was just like, oh, okay.
We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Did you go to Australia?
No, I did not.
Oh, that sucks.
Sucks.
Did you watch the rest of the show after you?
No, I don't think I did. I don't even like talking about the show. It was a stepping stone for me. Yeah, I did that next. You can
Okay.
like I'm a salon owner. I own two businesses. I
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. I was just about to say, let's get into the next. So you don't, top model isn't. It don't turn out the way we would have hoped. But what happens to Kathleen after the show up until now?
I mean, after the show, I did say on the news that I would open up a restaurant, and hopefully, I do open up a restaurant. But for now, I do own a hair salon in Brooklyn, New York. Ladies, stop by.
What's the name of it?
It's called Dujor Studios. Stop by, come get your hair done. I am in store. I do sell hair on
What's the name of the product in store?
at Hairgasm by KD. And we sell bundles, we sell bonnets, we sell everything. So just stop by and get your hair done. The link is in my Instagram, in my bio. So,
Do we have an official website?
yes, www.kdejure.com for the ladies that want to get their luxurious bundles.
Yes, yes. Any kids? Are you married?
No, I'm single, super single, and no kids, not yet.
Where do the pretty girls go find rich men at?
Oh, child, I'm trying to ask you that question.
I know that's right. Thank you.
Are you still are you with someone or are you single?
I'm single.
No, you're not.
No, yes, I am. But listen, I'm about to go get my body done. Yes, I'm about to get my body done, and I'm about to get some other things done because I'm ready to live
Best life.
my Black American punk fantasy. And I've been like asking all my pretty girlfriends who got money who do stuff like where all the rich guys at because I'm about to go full force because I got to change my legacy and the people that come after me. Um,
Yes, self
so
care,
yes, I've just been collecting data.
self care, elevating, reinventing yourself. Yes.
Yes. Okay,
Do
so
to take care of yourself.
you're a successful business owner.
Thank you.
Yes, your Instagram is popping.
Thank you. Ditto.
How do you now, which you've been dropping little tidbits here and there throughout the chat, but how do you look at top model being it for you 15 years ago? Something that's still relevant and you've been able to put yourself in this position in life. You were the first girl out, but one could argue out of your crop of girls, you being someone who's presently successful and doing financially well for themselves. How do you look back on Kathleen back then compared to the beautiful Kathleen we see right now?
Oh, like I said before, back then I was super young. I was 20 years old. And I just used my experience. I learned from it. I used it as motivation, as fuel to become the woman that I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't cry for long. Cry in the shower. Then tomorrow you gotta continue going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used it as fuel. I loved my experience. I would never take it back. And I'm so thankful to be part of something so huge and so amazing. It's so relevant. We're talking about it 15 years later.
Yeah.
Oh, and I would never take it back. I loved my experience. I have nothing negative to say about the show or Tyra. Like I said, she's working. She's not the top producer. She does have people above her, like Ken Mok, who people never bring up.
No, people bring him up.
Oh, they do.
Mm.
Okay, so I wouldn't throw all the stones at her. Let's save some stones for Ken. I love the experience. It was just fuel for me. It's kind of like the world got to see me fail at that, but then years later, you're gonna see me succeed.
Yes. Would you ever do TV again?
I would, yeah. Why not?
Yes. I love that. Girl, listen. My favorite question, my last question. If you were standing before Tyra Banks right now, what would you say?
Tyra, thank you for choosing me. Thank you for the opportunity, but it didn't break me. And I'm super successful today. And I would never take that experience back.
I absolutely love this, and I love talking to you. You are so funny. Like
You
you are hilarious. Yes, everyone's really gonna like this. Someone in the chat wants to know where you asked to do All Stars.
know I wasn't asked to do All Stars.
Mm. Um. Did, well, you say you didn't watch the show, but I'm gonna try to ask you anyways. Um. Out of the photo shoots that you saw and that you remember, which one would you have wanted to participate in?
That's the thing. I got kicked off, so I didn't watch anything. I have activity in my life.
I love it. You watched the episode you were on and you called it a day.
Called it a day, called it a quits. Even when other people bring it up, I'm like, yeah, I loved it. Learn from it next.
I know that's right. Listen, guys, this has been Kathleen. All of the links she mentioned earlier about her business, her store, her online store, her in-store products, they will be um located below. Someone in the chat says, "What hairstyle would you give me?" I
Ooh,
love the color gray.
you love gray. You know
I
what?
always rock gray.
The faux hawk, like the mohawk, short in the front with the long in the back. Pixie in the front, long in the back. That would
I
look good.
I love that. I love that. I'm coming to Brooklyn to get it.
Yes, I'm coming to Atlanta so we can hang out.
Yes, we got to. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love it. Y'all check out Kathleen. Follow her. Everything will be down there below. I absolutely really enjoyed this chat. Kathleen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Listen, and thank you guys out there for watching another ANTM exclusive. You guys can watch many other chats on my YouTube channel. Over 150. I think I may be at 160, almost close to 170 of top model chats from past contestants and judges, including Tyra Banks herself. So go check it out. As well as yeah, she called me, girl. I think Tyra had just finished fucking. She called me. I really do believe it. I really do.
Some things. Were you in trouble?
No, she loved me. She called. I just remember she said I was so beautiful. That's all I really cared about.
Oh, you are. You genuinely are.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Listen, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Most importantly, make sure you guys pray as well as Kegel.
Yes.
I love you guys. Kathleen, do you Kegel?
You know I do.
Ooh, Kathleen the Kegeler. I love it. Good night, y'all. See y'all next time.